Hey guys, it is I, Kuroninja, and what you're seeing right now is the 100th poem in the Hyakunin Isshu, a series of 100 poems by 100 Japanese poets, but it is also the name of my favorite idol. I only found out about her in 2023, but in order to understand everything, we have to go back to the very beginning. Back in 2017, I was inspired to start a YouTube channel after finding out that there was a community of people who were into Power Rangers and Super Sentai like me. But I was very naive at the time and had no sense of direction. It wasn't until 2019 that I found an idol with the vibe that I was looking for. If you're a long-time subscriber, you might already know who I'm talking about, but I'll refer to this person as someone named Sora. Sora has been a major influence on my channel, and a lot of things in the Kuroninja multiverse happened because of Sora. But then in 2021, Sora disappeared, and I was left without an idol again. Throughout 2022, Sora had left behind a void that was yet to be filled, and there were a lot of contenders to fill that spot. But then in early 2023, I was introduced to this idol group called Plank Stars who were just about to go to the UK. I then became a fan of Plank Stars, but I started out as a Dare Demo Daisuki. Then I had this dream one night where I was walking through Tokyo and there were some people handing out flyers, so I walked past them. Then I saw some Kamen Riders fighting each other, so I got past them and ran into Mori. And if you've seen this image, it was inspired by that dream. Anyway, this was the moment when momoshikiya, furukinokibano, shinobunimo, naoamariaru, mukashinarikeri truly became my favorite Plank Stars member and my favorite idol. But I still had no idea if she would be able to fill the void that Sora had left behind. Mori had a very different vibe from Sora, but despite the macabre style, she still had some things that reminded me of Sora. June 10 is where things got interesting, because that's when I got tickets to see a Plank Stars live. This was the very first time I would get to see Plank Stars. I didn't really get to see much of the performance from Plank Stars when I was in Tokyo, because there was a guy right in front of me with 4 green pen lights who was blocking my view. But it didn't matter. What mattered was that I would get to finally meet Mori after the live. I went with some other Plank Stars fans to the building and lined up to see Mori. And this was the moment when Mori officially became my favorite idol. Not just my favorite member of Plank Stars, but my favorite idol of all time. Now, when I met Mori, she had a very genuine atmosphere. While I was around her, it felt like time was slowing down around me. Mori is a very interesting person, even more interesting than any other idol I know. When I got to meet her, this was the moment when I knew I made the right choice for my favorite idol. Plank Stars was back in Tokyo on July 22, but they had this stipulation where you could only go to the live show after running a marathon all the way from the venue in Shibuya to Shin-Okubo Station and back. I didn't go to that concert because I didn't have time to run a marathon, but I was walking through Shinjuku that day and I was thinking about Mori. I don't know if it was because of the heat stroke, but when I was walking around Shinjuku that day, I thought I saw Mori and a few others pass by. Maybe it was just someone who looked like Mori, or maybe I was thinking about her so much that I thought she walked past me. Mori is genuinely one of the most entertaining people I've ever looked up to. She's very expressive and has a character that I find interesting. And it's a character that doesn't have to rely on the mainstream to get people's attention. It's the kind of character that I resonate with. I also learned from someone that Mori is a fan of tokusatsu like me. I understand that it seems ironic that my favorite member of Plank Stars is the red one, since most people know what I think about Red Rangers and Super Sentai. But this is not about Super Sentai, this is about Plank Stars. And a lot of my favorite idols are red. Actually, most of them now are purple, but there were some idols I like whose member color was red. Anyway, that is all for this video, and I'd like to thank you for helping me reach 400 subscribers. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't know if she's gonna watch this video, but if she is, hello momoshikiya, furukinokibano, shinobunimo, naoamariaru, mukashinarikeri.